You know, when I remember 9/11, I get choked up. That was hard to take. It's just as simple as that. My name's Ed Walby. I was a colonel in the U.S. Air Force, and I was in a meeting with my boss, General Beeler. Airplanes hit the Twin Towers, and the Pentagon was hit. Beeler looked at me and said, "Walby, you know U-2 operations, and you know Global Hawk. I think we should send Global Hawk." The mission was Afghanistan, and at the time, I only knew what Global Hawk was capable of. I hadn't seen one. It hadn't been proven anywhere. It was just in development. I was involved in determining the actual locations of the assets, to include the U-2 and eventually Global Hawk.
We were all overcome with patriotism during that time. In fact, I wish we could bottle that today. My name is Avis Anderson, and I'm the logistics director of the Global Hawk platform at Northrop Grumman. I deployed forward with the initial team to set up the forward operating location in the Middle East, and we were there for every mission after that. It was pretty rough living for a little while, but extremely rewarding. We were a joint team of contractors and military, and we were bound together by that sense of purpose to take that patriotism that we felt and go forward and be part of the response. We would routinely call people in the middle of the night as we were operating on the other side of the globe, and they happily helped. So it was so many people pulling on the rope from the same side that's made this weapon system so successful.
We call up Northrop and say, "Hey, you know, it does this when we want it to do that. Can you fix that?" And that night, the engineers would put together a new software dump, send it to us on a modem. We'd plug it into the airplane and go fly.
It was a unique time.
In our first deployment, there were a lot of unknowns, and the biggest unknown was the system going to operate once we got into theater? If it went over into the war and failed, it would be the end of the program. I remember the fifth or sixth mission that we had flown. We launched a mission towards Tora Bora, and we were on station. The Marines were charging up this ravine, and the intel guys in Germany said, wait, we got to stop them. We were picking out the campfires and the individual bodies of the Taliban standing around those campfires. They were waiting to ambush our guys. They radioed into the Marines. They all hunkered down. They brought in a gunship and saved the entire Marine group that was there. That was the mission we knew we had saved lives. Early on in my career, I flew U-2s. I'm very proud of U-2 operations, but we get 3 times the time over Afghanistan with our Global Hawk than we do the U-2. That's valuable.
You wouldn't want to put a pilot in harm's way, and Global Hawk will never have that problem. There'll never be a call saying their husband or wife is not coming home. That will never happen with a Global Hawk platform.
Global Hawk is an unmanned U-2. It saves lives every day. I see a very, very bright future to Global Hawk.
It's not just a warfighting platform. It's got huge humanitarian opportunity as well.
We responded to Haiti, to Japan, to the California fires. We were able to launch a reconnaissance system and cover the earth.
In our day-to-day jobs, many times we don't sit back and kind of realize the importance of what we all do. Having been involved in the program from the very beginning and then being there to see it put into use operationally, it was personal, frankly.
I can't stress more how every one of those guys were ready to do everything they could to make that mission succeed. And I see that across Northrop Grumman. When we started, it was a simple little ACTD aircraft with 1 camera on board. It's got everything on board now. We can take it a lot of places. And they're going to find ways to use this system that nobody else can even begin to think of. If I could deploy with Northrop again, I'd do it in a heartbeat.